Hi everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us today. We've got a fresh story to share with you. So, let's dive in. My name is Vincent. I've always thought love depends on trust. Without trust, it's just a beautiful illusion. That's my story. I was engaged to Casey, a woman I'd been with for years. We'd poured so much into creating a life together, but it all shattered when I learned she was secretly dating someone else. The moment I found out, it broke me apart. That night flipped my world upside down, and over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through what happened. I first met Casey at a friend's housewarming. It started with small talk, but we ended up lost in conversation for hours. We kept connecting after that. At first, it was low-key, coffee dates, quick lunches when we could. But soon, we both leaned in harder. Casual outings became dinners, weekend plans, late-night chats, and before long, we were a real couple. Our bond grew strong over time. We didn't hurry, but we didn't stagnate either. For over 3 years, we built something that seemed unbreakable. By year 2, Casey was at my place most weekends, from Friday night to Sunday evening. It felt natural, and I loved having her there. She never fully moved in, which suited us both. My place had room for us to enjoy together, and rushing to live as one didn't seem urgent. Her apartment was tiny, and though I'd stop by now and then, it never felt right as a permanent spot. What I cherished about Casey was her honesty. Right from the start, she shared everything, old relationships, slip-ups, life lessons, even family chaos. She held nothing back. She often mentioned a childhood friend, a guy she called a brother, swearing there was no romance there. I didn't question it. I had total faith in her. She'd never given me a hint of doubt. When someone's that open, you figure they're telling the truth. Then came the engagement, she said yes. We jumped into wedding plans, tossing around ideas for honeymoons, guests, and our dream home. I was fully committed, heart and wallet. I saved, planned, aimed to give her the life she deserved. Everything seemed perfect. But looks can lie, no matter how real they feel. One Friday, Casey rolled in with her weekend bag, same as always. Having her near was a comfort. At dinner, she mentioned needing to visit her parents the next day for family matters. I nodded, said it was cool. She didn't owe me details about her family, and I respected her space. I don't dig into things people keep private, and she'd never made me suspicious before. Post-dinner, we hit the couch for a movie we'd been eager to see. Halfway in, her head rested on my shoulder, she dozed off, as she did when worn out. I held her gently and finished the film. Her phone kept glowing silently through it all. I thought it was her friends chatting at first. When the credits rolled, I shifted to wake her for bed, but my gaze caught her phone. I grabbed it, pure gut instinct, and the lock screen messages weren't sibling-like at all. We'd swapped passwords long ago, a trust thing. So, I punched in her code without hesitation. What I read hit hard. Texts from her brother weren't casual or funny, they were flirty, personal, packed with emojis and private nods, plus plans. One from him read, "Can't wait for tomorrow." Her reply, a heart. She'd told him she'd be at her parents', so they were set. I froze. That exchange was from hours ago, maybe during our meal. I didn't shake her awake to fight. I just stared as she slept, my mind reeling, my body numb. One thought looped, was I not enough? Why lie to slip off with another guy? I sat in the quiet, studying the woman I thought I knew, wondering when it unraveled and why I'd missed it. Next morning, she woke beside me, acting normal. She kissed my cheek, stretched, and went through her routine, teeth brushed, bag packed with stuff from my place. As she moved around, she said she'd miss me, wished the weekend stretched longer, promised to ditch work early next time. I barely spoke. Her words sounded rehearsed, like lines she'd polished to sell before leaving for him. Maybe they were. I stayed silent, testing how far she'd play it. Eventually, she stopped, really looked at me. She must have sensed I wasn't myself. Tilting her head, she asked, "You okay?" I shrugged, muttered, "Nothing, might go to Dodge." She laughed, clueless to the shift. "What, missing me already?" she teased, nudging my arm to lighten things. I faked a smile. As she giggled and zipped her bag, the weight of my silence pressed down hard. She picked up her bag and headed out. I trailed her to the door, our usual ritual. I'd open it, she'd smile or kiss me quick, then go. Always easy. But this time, as she crossed the threshold, I skipped the goodbye, the drive safe, the text me later. Instead, I locked eyes with her and said, "Good luck on your date." Her face twisted, cycling through shock and confusion, piecing it together. She stumbled, "Wait, what do you mean?" Her voice broke, but I cut her off, hand up gently but firm. "No need," I said, and shut the door. Right away, she pounded on it, frantic, like she could erase it. Knocks turned to cries. She begged through the wood, voice shattering, asking me to hear her out. My phone buzzed non-stop. I knew it was her but checked anyway. Texts flooded in, "Open the door. I can explain. It was nothing. I'm done with him. I'll drop anyone. Just talk." I sat, staring at them. She swore it meant nothing, but why lie then? Why hide it as family time? Why plan a weekend with him? None of it added up. I was lost inside. Was our whole love a sham? Did she feel what I did, or was I a stand-in while she sorted herself out? Was he always there, waiting? Was I just the safe bet she picked? I didn't answer, didn't open up. Hours later, after tears, pleas, and endless texts, she gave up and left. But it wasn't over. Weeks on, she kept at it. Mornings brought stacks of messages, raw and desperate, at all hours, "Talk to me. I didn't want this. Let me fix it." Or just, "I miss you." One night, she texted, "I don't deserve another shot, but I'll beg till you stop me." I didn't block her. Usually, I'd glimpse previews and set the phone down. I wanted to reply, I'd loved her, but her choices stopped me cold. One weekend, a knock jolted me. I froze on the couch, hoping she'd leave. She didn't. Another knock, louder. Her voice came through, "Vincent, please. No fighting. I just need to talk." I waited, wishing she'd go, but she lingered 15 minutes. Her tone cracked, "You were right. I screwed up. Just let me explain." I cracked the door and let her speak. She said she was mixed up, not in love with him, just missing old times and unsure how to cope. She owned the lie, thinking I'd never know, so she risked it. She insisted it wasn't deep, but lying proved it mattered. I listened, let her spill it all. When she finished, staring at me for judgment, I asked, "Would you have confessed if I hadn't seen?" She went still, mouth parting then shutting, eyes dropping, trembling but mute. That quiet scream she'd have kept it hidden, come back smiling, and planned our life like nothing happened. I stepped back. She looked up, hopeful I'd bend. I didn't. "This engagement's a lie," I said. "I won't marry on that." She tried to talk, but I raised a calm hand. "No yelling, I was done with that. Don't text. Don't come. This is it." I went inside, locked up. She stood there, hurting, then walked away. They say love's about trust. I never imagined doubting it all. Finding Casey's secret didn't just break trust, it split love wide open. It's wild how sure you can be, giving your time, heart, everything, only to lose it all. That stings most. Her lie wasn't small, it showed she'd hide the big stuff. Now I question every honest moment we had. Betrayal doesn't just end trust, it gnaws at what you believed was true. I still wonder, was that real? I'm not past it, don't have it solved. But I know I deserve truth. So, what about you? In my place, what would you do? Did I get it right, or miss something? Tell me below. Let's discuss. Someone out there's facing this now, and your take might light their way.